विनोद बिहारी जू की जय। श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन जू की जय। नित्याल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपार शुतर शुत शिशिमार भक्ति वेदांत नारायण गोस्वामी महाराज शिल गुरुदेव की जय। नित्याल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपार शुतर शुत शिशिमार भक्ति वेदांत वामन गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। नित्याल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपार शुतर शुत शिशिमार भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज शिल प्रभुपाद की जय। नित्याल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपार शुतर शुत शिशिमार भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। नित्याल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपार शुतर शुत शिशिमार भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। नित्याल प्रविष्ट महाभागवत शिल गौर किशोर दास बाबाजी महाराज की जय। नित्याल प्रविष्ट शिल सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय। नित्याल प्रविष्ट वैष्णव सार्वभौम शिल जगन्नाथ दास बाबाजी महाराज की जय। श्री रूपानु गौरीय गुरु वर्ग की जय। जय शिल जय नित्यल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद शुतर शुतस्मर भक्ति विज्ञान भारती गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। नित्याल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद शुतर शुतस्मर शिल भक्ति बलवतीर्थ गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। नित्याल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद शुतर शुतस्मर शिल भक्ति दैत माधव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। नित्याल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद शिशिमार भक्ति प्रमोद पुरी गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। नित्याल प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद शिशिमार भक्ति रक्षक श्रीधर गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। All the associates of Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, and all the disciples and followers of those associates ki jai. Jai Srila Baladev Vijibhushan Prabhu ki jai. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur ki jai. Shri Narottam Srinivas Shamananta Prabhu Trai ki jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Pad ki jai. Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jeev Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunath Sharda Goswami Prabhu ki jai. Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda ki jai. नाम अक्षय श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री क्षेत्र मंडल कोडमंडल व्रजमंडल मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जय। सर्व जय अभिन्न वृंदावन श्री नवदीप धाम की जय। सर्व अभिष्ट प्रदात गिरिराज महाराज की जय। श्री राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड की जय। श्री यमुना देवी गंगा देवी की जय। श्री तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की जय। श्री भक्ति देवी की जय। श्री पूर्णमासी योग माया की जय। श्री गोपीश्वर महादेव की जय। जय श्री हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय। All the Śaraṇāgati songs of Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai. Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Just one second. All right. So we'll do the Mangala Charan and then begin. One second. Let me just. One second. Just getting this open. There. Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Kurve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namaha Shri Siddhanta Saraswati Vidito Gaudiya Gaurvanvaye Bhatto Bhanuriva Prabhata Gagane Yogora Sankirtanai Maya Varati Mingilo Daragatan Udritya Jiva Niman Krishna Prema Sudabdi Gahana Sukham Pradat Prabhuntam Bhaje Vande Bhakti Vinorangshi Gaura Shakti Swarupakam Bhakti Shastragya Samrajam Radha Rasa Sudha Nidhim Namo Bhakti Vinoraya Satchidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanugavarayate Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Tadati Swapadantikam Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Vrishabhanusutanvitavamatanu Yamunattatanagarnandasutam Muralikalagita-vinoraparang Bhajagodrumakananakunjavidum Smaragoragadadarkelikalam Bhavagoragadadharapakshachara Shrinugauragadadhara Charukatang Bhajagodrumakanana Kunjavidum Tavaivasmi Tavaivasmi Na jivami Tvaya Vina Iti Vigyaya Devi Tvang Nayamang Charanantikam Bhaktya Vihina Aparada Lakshai Kshiptascha Kamahaditaranga Madhe Kripa Maitvam Sharanam Prapanna Vrinde Namaste Charanarvindam Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. I'm just wondering about this here. Bhaktya Vihina Aparada Lakshai. So Bhaktya Vihina means it's praying to Vrindadevi saying, I'm without bhakti. I'm devoid of any bhakti. And then it says Aparada Lakshai. But I'm not a Sanskrit expert, so all right, like I don't know hardly anything. But I think this is in the instrumental case. It's plural and in the instrumental case. So it means by the lacks of aparads, offenses, by that I'm kshiptash means I'm thrown in. Madhe means I'm thrown into within the taranga, within the waves of calm, of lust or desire, And adi refers to anger, greed, all this envy, all those different things, the six ripus, right? So by these countless, these lakhs and lakhs of offenses, I'm thrown into the ocean, the waves of Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, all that. So, oh Kripamai, oh merciful Vrindadevi, Tvam Sharanam Prapanna. I take Sharan. Sharan means shelter. I surrender unto you. I take shelter of you, O Vrindadevi. Vrinde, Namaste Charanarvindam. We offer, actually, it's supposed to be Numaste. That's we offer pranam at your lotus feet. I'm just saying, I think this aparada lakshay goes together with the second line. Because here in the translation it says, guilty of unlimited offenses. But I could be wrong. I just thought about that now. All right, let's see who is here. One second. Dandavat pranams, Nri Hari Prabhu, Bhavatarani Mataji, Champak Mataji, Deepika Didi, and let's see on YouTube and Facebook. I see Rohini Nandan Prabhu, Premavati Didi, Dandavat pranams, and all the devotees watching in the future, like Shachi Devi, Jayade Prabhu, Krishna Vallabha Didi, Ananda Pradayani Didi, Anuradha Mataji, Krishna Mai Didi, Vrinda Didi, Madan Gopal Prabhu, and everybody else. Dandavat pranams. So, um, we are continuing our program going through the songs of Śaraṇāgati. Today, I think we are on Dainya song number 6. So let me just get it up on the screen. One second. Okay. So I'm trying to do this so that you can see it. There. Okay, so let's see if I can move this even more to the side. Actually, I think I know how to fix this. I'm going to make it the margins wide. No, that was too wide. Sorry. Never get around to doing this stuff on my own. Normal. Okay, I think I got it. Moderate. There. I think this will work better now. Yeah, okay. So now you can see all the text, right? Okay. So let's just go through the previous songs quickly. So Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Doya Kori. Oh, and Pranam. Okay, so Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jive Doya Kori. So out of compassion for the living beings. Jive Doya Koriya means out of compassion for the living beings. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, Mahaprabhu, he avatariya, he descended to this world with Swaparshad, with his own associates, and Swiya Dhamma, and with his Dham. He never goes anywhere without his associates and his Dham. So he brought his associates with him. He brought his Dham with him. And why did he come here? What kind of mercy did he want to give to the living beings? Atyanta durlabha prem kori bare dan. For the purpose of giving this the invaluable gift, that is dan. He wanted to gift us this atyanta durlabha prem, is extremely durlabh, rare prem. That's only given by Mahaprabhu. It's not given by any other avatar. So he wanted to give this extremely, but he can't force us to take it. The only way we'll be able to receive the gift that he's trying to give us is through Śaraṇāgati, through surrender. Otherwise, we can't even, we have to want it. We have to he can't like force us to take it. And so Shikaya Sharanagati Bhakater Pran. So he Shikaya Sharanagati, he taught us Sharanagati, which is the life and soul of the devotees. It's the pran of the devotees. Bhakater Pran. Without Sharanagati, anything we do is devoid of life. It's dead. Our practices are dead, and our everything will be dead for us. And we're dead if there's no Sharanagati. So what is Sharanagati? It's divided into six categories, or there's six angas of Sharanagati. First is Dainya, begins with humility. And now I think today is the last Danya song, that song number 6. I think there's six Danya songs. Um, so first we begin from humility. And then once you embody this humility, then Atman Nivedan, then you can offer yourself. And then once you offer yourself, then you choose. Varan means I choose. I embrace the Lord's gopritva, the Lord's guardianship. The Lord is my only maintainer, my only protector. And once you've done that, and this is the Angi, this is what Sharanagati is. This is like the Swarup Lakshan of Sharanagati. This is what Sharanagati is. Choosing, making an active choice. Now I choose your shelter. I choose you. I don't depend on myself, on anybody else, on my own abilities or any other person, but you are my all in all. You are my maintainer, my guardian, my everything. So once we make that choice, we embrace the Lord's guardianship, then Avasharakshibe Krishna Vishvas Palan. Then we'll be able to cultivate, Palan means to cultivate or nurture this Vishvas, this firm belief that Avashya Rakshibe Krishna. Certainly, Avashya, certainly Krishna will Rakibe Krishna, Krishna will protect me. We have that firm conviction. And then Bhakti Anukula Matra Karya Shikar. Then we will accept, Shikar means we will accept only that karya, only those acts. Matra means only that which is Bhakti Anukul. And Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj explains that Bhakti Anukul refers to that which is favorable for the Lord, for the Lord's pleasure, for the Lord's, and for his devotees, and for the process of Sharanagati. So those are the three Anukul things. So I'll only accept those things which will help, or which will be beneficial, or which will please also the Lord, the devotees, and this process of Sharanagati. And Angikar. I will resolutely, Varjan, I'll resolutely reject any kind of bhav, any kind of attitude that is bhakti pratikul. So the son of Nanda Maharaj hears the prayers of whoever embodies these six limbs of Sharanagati. Until if we don't, if we're not surrendered, if we're not following this path of Sharanagati, then our prayers have no weight or value or anything. They're insincere. They'll be for some selfish motivation, for some other purpose. But until we've actually Sharanagat, then yeah, our prayers won't have any power. There won't be any sincerity. And if we don't really mean what we're saying, then why would Nanda Maharaj, the son of Nanda Maharaj, hear our prayers? Please. So then, but I don't have the Sharanagati. What do I do? I can't just like make it happen. We're completely dependent on the mercy of Shri Guru. So, and our Guru Varga, this Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, our entire Guru Varga. So, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, with a straw between his teeth, Bhakti Vinod prostrates before Sri Rupa and Sri Sanatan, embracing their lotus feet, holding on to their teachings and instructions, embracing their lotus feet. Weeping, he says, Amito Adham, I am the lowest of the low. Shikaye Sharanagati Korohe Utam. By teaching me this Sharanagati, Korohe Utam, make me Utam. And what is Utam? Utam are the completely surrendered Vaishnavas who are able to receive this gift, this Atyanta Durlabha Prem that Mahaprabhu has given us. And so this is what it means to become Uttam, that I can actually receive what Mahaprabhu wants to give me. So then we come to the first song of Sharanagati. Sorry, the first song of Dainya, of humility. Forgetting you and falling into worldliness, I have suffered many pains. This is Bhulia Tomare. Now falling at your feet, I shall tell you my woeful tale. When I was still in my mother's womb, I was tightly confined. But once, O Lord, you appeared to me. However, this lowly servitor was simply cheated, for I thought that I would take birth and serve you. Instead, I was born and fell into the net of Maya, and I was without a trace of wisdom. Smothered with affection by my family members, sitting on their laps and laughing, I wasted time. I forgot everything in my parents' fondness for me. Worldly life struck me as quite appealing. Gradually, I became a small child and played with other small children. As my awareness of the world grew, I began my daily schooling. Proud of my learning, I traveled abroad in search of wealth. Fixated on the maintenance of my family, I forgot you, O Hari. Now aged, Bhaktivinoda weeps, greatly distressed. In not serving you, all my days were wasted. Now what will become of me? And then the next song, Vidyara Vilase, Katainu Kala. With great audacity, I wasted my time wrapped in the pleasures of learning. Never once did I worship your feet, but now you alone are my refuge. As I persevered with my studies, my anticipation and self-assurance grew, and I believed that I would find fulfillment through that knowledge. That hope proved futile, for such knowledge is feeble. I have come to realize that such knowledge is ignorance. All forms of materialistic knowledge are but the glittering allure of Maya and a hindrance to worshiping you. It spawns a deluding infatuation with this fleeting world and turns the jiva into a donkey. Having become such a donkey, I've borne the load of materialistic life for an extremely long time. Now aged and incapacitated, I find no satisfaction in anything. Life is a torment now. All my learning has proven to be ignorance. The searing agony of that ignorance has become intolerable. That supposed knowledge has become a dagger in my heart. Apart from your feet, there is nothing of value within this material existence. Having forsaken worldly knowledge, Bhaktivinoda has made your feet his all in all. And then the next song, Jovane Jokon Dhanu Uparjani. During my youth, I became greatly desirous of amassing wealth. Remembering my religious obligations, I then took a wife's hand in marriage. In establishing a household together, so much time was wasted. Many sons and daughters were born to us, and my heart became stricken with responsibility. The burden of family obligations intensified day by day, leaving life's objective left to stagnate. Besieged on all sides by the onset of old age, my mind became agitated. Agitated with disease and feverish with anxiety, my mind burns with wants and needs. Seeing no respite and enveloped in darkness, now I am terrified. The current of worldly life carries on unabated as an abysmal demise draws near. To be able to settle my worldly matters and worship you seems like a futile hope. Bhaktivinoda says, now listen, Prabhu, I have no refuge. Without your favor, everything is hopeless. Tava kripabhina sakali nirasha. Without your favor, without your mercy, everything is hopeless. Grant me refuge at your feet. Deho more padashray. And now the song Amar Jivan. We were reading the other day how Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Maharaj, he says that we've heard from Srila Bhakti Rakshak Shri Maharaj, he says his Guru Maharaj, many times that Prabhupada Srila Saraswati Thakur would tell his disciples that some of the songs are very important to realize. He would say especially that the song Amar Jivan Sadapape Vrata is important for practitioners to realize. Srila Guru Maharaj told us that he would say that we must realize the position of our own self. What are we doing? What are we eating? How are our activities going on? We must have some realization about these things. I'm always thinking so much about the situation. Oh, sorry. He says, it is unpalatable and very hard, no doubt, the situation that we're in. But Srila Saraswati Thakur's advice is that we must clean our minds every day by singing the songs of Śaraṇāgati, and especially this song, Amar Jivan Sada Pape Rata. And I heard that this was one of the favorite songs of Srila Bhakti Dait Madhav Gosai Maharaj. Or reading the other day on how this was the song that he sung on his Vyas Puja day. Just as we clean our home when we awaken in the morning by sweeping with a broom, so we should clean our minds by sweeping it with this song. By sweeping our minds with this song, the dirt within it is removed, it becomes cleaned, and our activities are redirected in the proper way. Srila Guru Maharaj told us this many times. It is necessary to sweep, to clean our minds every day through Sankirtan. And so this song really, out of all the Dainya songs, this song is really bringing to surface all the deep-rooted anarthas. So he says, my life is perpetually dedicated to sin. Thus, I am without a trace of piety. I have given others great anxiety and brought only misery to living beings. For the sake of my own pleasure, I am not afraid to commit any sin. Devoid of all compassion and full of selfishness, I feel sorrow at the happiness of others. I feel envy or like jealous. Why are they? So I feel sorrow at the happiness of others. I am an inveterate liar, and the misery of others delights me. That's why gossip about people is so delightful for me. I get so much juice and relish out of gossip because the misery of others delights me. What? This happened to that person? Oh. There are unlimited material desires within my heart. I am full of anger and devoted to false pride. Indeed, I am always intoxicated by conceit and bewildered by mundane enjoyment. Envy and egotism are my ornaments. Plagued by indolence, by nidra and alasya, by sleep and laziness, I am disinclined to perform any pious work. I am disinclined to perform sukarya, those things that I ought to be doing, like my sadhan, virata, don't want to do that. But when it comes to akarya, when it comes to all the things that I shouldn't be doing, wasting time watching movies, doing this and that, then udyogi, then I'm very enthusiastic. So these are two words. Virata means disinclined to sukarya, to what I ought to be doing, and udyogi means I'm enthusiastic to do akarya. Pratishta lagya. For want of prestige, I behave most duplicitously. I have been destroyed by greed and am always filled with desire. This line here is so heavy. Pratishta lagya shatya acharam. I dress myself up. I try to look like a great devotee. I try to show my best side whenever I'm in front of people so that they think that. But this is all just for pratishta. I'm not actually being honest. This is just, yeah, I'll do anything for pratishta. So loba hata sadakami. I'm always filled with desire and destroyed. Loba hata means I'm destroyed by greed. Being such a miscreant and being rejected by saintly persons, I am a perpetual offender. Ehena durjan sajjana varjita. Being rejected by saintly persons, I am a perpetual offender. We were discussing the other day how our only protection for making aparad is sadhu sangha. This is explained in the Rupa Shiksha, Mahaprabhu's instructions to Rupa Goswami. The only way we have to keep out this, he goes through the mad elephant offense, which will completely uproot or destroy the bhakti lata, the vine of devotion. And so to protect this mad elephant of Vaishnava Parad to come, we have to build a strong fence around it. And that fence is sadhu sangha. But because I'm not sincere and I have all these bad habits and I'm not even trying to get the mercy of the Vaishnava, the sadhus, they've rejected me. They see I don't really want their help. And so being rejected by saintly persons, I don't have that fence. So aparadi nirantar, I've become a perpetual offender. Devoid of good deeds and habituated to vice, I am oppressed by various miseries. Now in old age, I am deprived of any remedy. Thus the humbled and poor Bhakti Vinod submits his sorrows at the feet of the Lord. And now the song that we went through yesterday. Prabhu he shuno mor dukher kahini. O Lord, please hear my sad story. I drank the poison of worldly enjoyment. Vishaya hala hala. Hala hala. It's like the most deadly poison. Like when the demigods were churning during the churning of the milk ocean, and then this poison came out. It's hala hala. It's the most deadly poison. But thinking that Sudha Bhane, Bhane means Brahme, mistaking that hala hala, that poison, to be Sudha, to be nectar, piyanu, I've drunken it. And now, ab avasana dinamani. Now, the day jewel, that's dinamani means, literally means day jewel, it means the sun, is avasana, is setting. So now the sun is setting on the horizon of my life. What were all the things that I thought were nectar, but were actually poison? What was this? I like first, throughout my whole life, I've been doing this. I squandered my early years in play, Kela Rasa Shaishava, and my boyhood in schooling, Poraite Kaishora. So go aonu means I wasted all my time. Na bhelo vivek. And I never developed any vivek. Vivek means any kind of sense of right and wrong, knowing what's any kind of discrimination. Then, Bhogavashe Jovani, my Jovan in my youth, Bhogavashe, I was completely controlled just by enjoyment, wanting to enjoy it. And I settled into family life, Garapati Boshilu, where progeny and acquaintances increased greatly. Sutamita Baralo Anek. Now, Vriddakala Awalo. Now, as old age set in, Sabasukha Bhagalo. All happiness, Sabsukh Bhagalo, has fled away. Pira Varshe Hoinu Katar. And under the grip of disease, Pira Varshe Hoinu, I've become Katar, anxious and distressed. Sarvendriya Durbal. All of my senses are dull and feeble. And Kina Kalevar, my body is frail. Bhoga bhave dukkita antar. I remain despondent, dukkita, in the absence of physical pleasures. Bhoga bhave. I can't enjoy anything anymore. Jnana lavahina. I am without a trace of wisdom and deprived of bhakti ras. Bhakti rase vanchita. Ar mor ki have upay. What recourse do I have left? Ki have upay. What options are left for me? Patita bandhu tuhu. There's no other way. But patita bandhu tuhu. You are the friends of the fallen. You're patita bandhu. And I am the lowest of, I'm the worst of the fallen. Patita adhama hama. So, kripai, out of your mercy, utao, lift me up, tavapai, and place me at your feet. Vicharite avahi. If you consider what I am now, Guna nahi paobi. You will find no good qualities. Kripa koro. Therefore, please be merciful. And chorato vichar. And abandon all judgment. Because if you do judge me, then I'm not qualified for your mercy, for the nectar of your lotus feet. So please just abandon all judgment. And tava pada pankaja sidhu pibaoto. And make me drink. Pibaoto means make me drink, not may I drink. I can't drink this nectar of your lotus feet, but forcefully make me drink. Pibaoto, make me drink the ambrosia, the siddhu, the ambrosia of tava pada pankaja, of your lotus feet. And thereby, bhakti vinode koropar, thereby deliver this bhakti vinod. So this song here that we went through yesterday, he goes through his whole life and he explains how he thought he mis he mistook all this deadly poison of visha, of worldly enjoyment. He mistook I mistook it to be sudha, to be nectar. But now in my old age, as the sun is setting on the horizon of my life, I'm realizing, oh my God, this is actually the most deadly poison. And now at the end of my life, I have no wisdom. I have no bhakti ras. I don't have any other options. Now I only depend on you. And but please don't look at my like if you see if I'm qualified or not, I'm not qualified. I have no good qualities. So please be merciful and just abandon all judgment and make me drink this siddhu, this nectar of your lotus feet. So this is the medicine, right? We want the nectar of the Lord's lotus feet. And today's song is about the prescription. Something I really love about this song, there are three things that really stood out to me. What is the prescription? Is being Tuwā Janasange, to be in the association of devotees, Tuwā Katarange, always immersed in their Hari Katha. And Tuwā Dhammamahe, and passing my days within the Dham, Goaumbi means passing my days, Tuwā Dhammamahe, within your Dham, Tuwā Nama Gaotu, chanting your holy name. So Sadhu Sangha, the Dham, and chanting the holy name. This is the prescription. So let's go through this song from the beginning. Prabhu he Tuwā Pade e Minati Mora. Prabhu he, O Lord, Tuwā Pade, at your feet, e Minati Mora. This is my supplication. This is my supplication, Tuwā Pade, at your feet. Tuwā Pada Pallava, Tyajato Marumana. My desert like your feet, Tuwa means your, Pada, your feet, are like Pallava, are like beautiful, tender, soft, green, fresh leaves. Pallava is like a very soft leaf. Um, but Tyajato means having rejected those tender leaves of your feet. My desert-like heart, my mon means heart, maru means desert. So my desert-like heart, having rejected your Tuwā Pada Pallava, your tender leaf-like feet, my heart became Visham Vishaye. Bhelo bor. Bhelo means became bor, completely consumed, engrossed in Visham Vishaye. And this Visham can mean excessive, but Vishaye are terrifying, are frightful, are deadly. This deadly poison in the previous song is saying Vishaya halo halo, this deadly poison of worldly pleasures, of enjoyment. Right? Because My heart is like a desert. It's like a moru. Moru means desert. And can a desert sustain beautiful leaves or, like, so your feet can't survive in my dead like heart, like my desert like heart. So my desert like heart have rejected the tender leaves of your feet, having been consumed by excessive indulgence in worldly pleasures. Now, in this desert of my heart's like a desert. I'm completely lost in this desert of material enjoyment and this worldly life. And so, utoite takata, puna nahi milai. I do not find the takat means strength. To utoite means to rise, to stand up. Puna nahi milai. I can't find the strength to even be able to get up. Anodin, every single day, day after day, korohu hutash. Each passing day brings only hutash, despair. Dina Jananata, tuhu kohawasi. But I've heard, it's said, tuhu, that you, tuhu means you, are Dina Jananata. You are the Lord of the Dina Jan, of those who are deen, those who are fallen, who are lowly, the destitute. So, Tohari Charana Mama Asha. Therefore, Mama Ash, my hope rests Tohari Charan. It rests only at your feet. That's all I have to keep me to keep me trying. Is that you are the Lord of the Dina. Therefore, all my hopes rest solely at your feet. You are the Dina Jananat. You are the Lord of the fallen, and Aichana Dina Jan. And such a fallen person, such a destitute person, such a pitiful person as me, kahi nahi milai, cannot be found anywhere. Kahi nahi milai. Milai means you'll never meet, you'll never find anyone as Aichan. Aichan means such a fallen person like me. So, since you're the Dina Jananat, so tuhu more koro parasad. Therefore, please show me your prasad, your grace, your mercy. And what way do I want your mercy? What am I praying for? That Tuwā Jana Sanghe, that within the company, within the Sangha of Tuwā Jan, of your people, your devotees, your intimate associates, the ones who are so dear to you, Tuwā Jana Sanghe, Tuwā Kata Range. And how do I want to be with with your people? I want to be Range. I want to be delighting and completely immersed in the delight of your kata, of the Hari kata that they're speaking of you. And in that way, charahu sakala paramad. In that way, I may relinquish. Charahu means then I may relinquish sakala paramad. Pramad means all my madness, craziness, all my illusion, my faults, everything. I may be able to relinquish that all if I just immerse myself in the delight of the kata coming from your devotees. This is what kind of mercy I'm begging you for. So please, tuhu more koro prasad. Please give me your mercy. Please give me your prasad in this way. I want this kind of prasad, the prasad of the harikata of your devotees, which gives the most. This is the old. Actually, there's a beautiful thing. Let me see if I can find it. I, uh, I'm not sure if we have time for this. Okay, maybe if there's time at the end, I'll go through this. There's Srila Vamana Goswami Maharaj explains the meaning of prasad, how the real prasad of the real mercy of the devotees. He explains the fourth verse of Guru Vashtakam is the Harikatha. That is the real prasad. But we'll see if there's time after this. Thou, longing to pass my days and nights, uttering your name within your holy abode. So, Tuwa Dhamma Mahe. Mahe means Maje. Um, remember, this is Braj which is, we were talking yesterday, Braj is um, It's probably Bhojpuri, this is my guess, but it's a combination of Maithili, Hindi, and Bengali. It's like a, and Vidyapati, he is the one who wrote in this kind of language. It's not really a spoken language. It's never been a spoken language, but it's like a poetic language that Vidyapati started. So Mahe means Majhe, which means within your dham. Tua Dhamma Mahe. Tua Nama Gaotu. Singing your names. Goaumbu Diva Nishi Asha. My hope, my asha, my desire is that I will pass all my days and all my nights. Diva Nishi. Goambu means I will pass my days and nights within your dham, singing your glories, singing your name. So longing to pass my days and nights, uttering your name within your holy abode. Bhaktivinoda begs. Mage means Bhaktivinoda begs. This Bhaktivinoda Das, this servant, Bhaktivinoda, he's begging Tuwā Pade Chaya for the supremely soothing. Parama Shushital means supremely Shushital, supremely soothing Chaya, shade of your feet. Tuwā Pada. Right? Because right now my heart is just burning is burning in this desert. My heart is like a burning desert, right? Just all this unbearable, yeah, scorching heat of all these worldly pleasures and everything. And therefore, I can't get up to perform any sadhan. Utoite takata puna nahimila. I don't find any strength to get up and chant and do all these devotional activities and everything because I'm in this burning enjoyment. I don't find any strength. And so I want your prasad so that I can be in the association of your devotees, and in that association, I'll be completely immersed in their Harikatha, and thereby then I'll be able to give up all pramad, all false illusion, all this craziness that I have. And so I'm longing, I'm longing to go on to pass all my days and nights Tua Dhamma Mahe within your dham, Tua Nama Gaoto, singing your holy names. This is the mercy I want, and and this is what I'm begging for. This is the real shade, the supremely cooling, Paramashushrital means supremely cooling chaya, shade of your lotus feet. Then I'll get some relief from uh, this burning heat, right? I'm in the desert, and so when you're in a desert, you want some relief from the scorching sun and the heat. So I'm praying for um, this shade of your lotus feet. So we have 10 minutes left. Um, there's a couple things that I'm now feeling inspired to read. Let's see if there's time. Um, okay, let me, I'm going to share my screen um, just so that I don't need to, here, let me just try doing it like this. Yeah, now I'm sharing my whole screen. Okay, so on my website, vineofdevotion.com, we had a whole program going through this one class by Srila Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. I mean, yeah. Um, but how it's necessary to have the mercy of the Dham and of Nam, but not, and we must not disconnect the Dham from Nam. Like they both go together. The Dham has been, the Nam has been deposited in the Dham. So we can't chant Nam without the mercy of the Dham. What does he say? He says, Srila Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada said, we failed to realize how exalted the Dham was, and thus had no predilection for Dham Seva. But a certain holy saint engaged us in Dham Seva, saying it would bring the highest welfare. Sri Vaikunta Nam alone has come down to this earth, and it is in Sri Dham that Sri Nam has been deposited. Pretentious Nam Seva, performed by one who disconnects oneself from Sri Dham does not give the real end, Krishna Kama Seva, serving the desire of Krishna, pleasing Krishna. So, yeah, when we chant, that's why Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, Tuwā Dhamma Mahe, Tuwā Nama Gaoto. Within your Dham, from that place, I will chant your name. Because pretentious Nam Seva, performed by one who disconnects oneself from Sri Dham, does not give the real end, Krishna Kam Seva. Then we won't be able to chant the name in a way that will please Krishna. We won't be able to develop this tendency to want to fulfill the desires of Krishna. We'll just so when we chant, we have to think, right? Like we have to be in this consciousness. We have to pray to the Dham. We have to. That's why there's so many different prayers to the Dham. We pray to the Dham. That's why actually our Guru Varga, also my Srila Gurudev especially, he'd always be asking us to come for Kartik and for Navadvip Parikrama. He'd like put like so much emphasis on trying to get, because then we get the impressions of the Dham. Then we get to see the Dham. We get these but actually being in the Dham is not there's another song by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Let's look at this song really quick. Uh, there's in Navadvip Dham Mahatma, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Dhamma kripa sar labha hoy jai, tar hoy sadhu sangha. One who receives the essence of the Dham's mercy attains the association of sadhus. This is the essence of the Dham's mercy, to attain the association of sadhus. And then, sadhu sange bhaje Krishna preme maje, eito paramaranga. Then, within that sadhu sangha, one performs worship, or they serve Krishna, they engage in bhajan, sadhu sangha bhaje. And they become immersed, maje means becoming immersed in Krishna prem. Eito paramaranga, this is the supreme delight. Navadvipe rati labe jarmati she pai vrajavasa aprakrita dham gora hari nam kevala sadhura asha. So one whose heart develops attachment to Navadvip attains residence in Vraj. And to reside in the transcendental dham, aprakrita dham, and to relish the name of Gaur Hari Nam, Kevala Sadur Ash. This is the only, Kevala means the only asha, the only desire, aspiration of sadhus. Aprakrita Dham, Gaur Hari Nam, Kevala Sadur Ash. Again, he's connecting the Dham with Nam and Sadhu Sangha, the Dham with Sadhu Sangha. They all go together. We were discussing before, one time somebody asked my Gurudev, they said, when I chant, I have even a more difficult time focusing my mind. Like it seems like my mind becomes even more restless when I chant. And like I just wanders here and there, and I wander all over the place in my mind. And my Gurudev says, no worries, my mind also wanders when I chant. Sometimes my mind's wandering in in Gokul, sometimes in Nidhuvan, sometimes in Sevakunj, sometimes in Radhakunj, Shyamakund. So we have to, that's why wherever we are in the world, we can read about the Dham, we can pray to the Dham, we can sit in front of Tulsi Devi. She's Vrindavan is the forest of Vrinda Devi, and Tulsi is Vrinda Devi's representative. So we chant, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says in Harinam Chintamani in the 12th chapter that we should sit in front of Tulsi Devi and chant. If we're having a distracted mind, our mind's wandering about, sit in front of Tulsi Devi. We're holding on to Tulsi Devi, praying to, we know Krishna never accepts anything without Tulsi, right? He doesn't accept any offering. So we're holding on to Tulsi and we're praying to Krishna when we chant our japa. That's also right? Vrinda Devi is the Dham, Tulsi Maharani, holding on to Tulsi. That's also the shelter of the Dham, right? And praying to the Dham. being in that consciousness. And what's in the Dham? We want to be with our Guru Varga. And where is our Guru Varga? They're all present within the Dham. Different specific places, but where is their real bhajan kutir is in Govardhan. That's where they're all fully present there in Govardhan. So then we also want to be there in Govardhan. Nija nikatani vasam, dehi Govardhan. Raghunath Goswami prays, oh Govardhan, nija nikatani vasam, please give me residence near your side. And also, please give me residence near those who are close to you, who are your Nija Nikat Jan, those who are always all my Guru Varga. Please give me residence with them. So Sadhu Sangha and the Dham, they go together. And the Dham has Srila Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada said, has been deposited, the Nam has been deposited within Shri Dham. So we can't disconnect the Nam from the Dham. There's another thing, what is it? Just another thing connecting the Sadhu Sangha with the Dham. There's a song by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Upadesh song. Let me just find it. Here. Yeah, because we have to know the reason, like what's the purpose of the Dham? Where is it? Manatumi tirte sada rata. Okay. So Bhaktivinoda, he says, "O mind, you're always obsessed with holy places. Ayodhya, Mathura, Haridwar, Varanasi, Kanchipur, Avantipur, Dwarka, and the rest. Um, you want to roam throughout all these places again and again in order to obtain salvation. That is simply your delusion and is a pointless toil. You cannot still your mind in these holy places. The fruit of going to holy places is saintly association." Right? We were just reading before. Dhamma Kripasad. What is it? No. Anyways, whatever. Um, Sadhu Sangha is right. So the fruit of going to all the holy places is saintly association, and performing intimate bhajan of Sri Krishna in saintly association is utterly enchanting. Wherever a saint dwells is a holy place. Steady your mind and stay forever in the company of saints. Jata sadhu tata tirtha. Wherever there's a sadhu, tata tirtha. That is the real tirtha. Stir kori nirja chitta. Stir kori. And then in that sadhu sangha, within the holy place, steady your mind and stay forever in the company of saints. What is the purport of this? Wherever a saint dwells is a holy place. Yeah, so when you're in the association, what is it? What is it? Jaikane Vaishnavagan, Shesh Stani Vrindavan, Shesh Stani, what is it? Ashesh, Ananda Ashesh. When you're in the company of a true Vaishnav, because they are so there's a beautiful song. I wrote an article about this once. I've gone through it here before also, but Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in the song Radha Kunda Tarta, he says, "E sab chorata kahi nahi jao." I cannot leave all these different things that stimulate this remembrance of you within your dham. Like the Radha Kunda Tata goes through all these different, first goes through all the different places of the Dham and then all the things within the Dham which stimulate remembrance of you, this Udipana. And he says, I can't go anywhere giving up this Udipana, giving up your Dham. Because to give up this Udipana, to give up this stimulation of remembrance, that means to give up my very life. And so, because a real sadhu, a real Vaishnav's absorption is so strongly within Vrindavan. They're real Vrajvasis. They're really residing in Vraj. And so then when you're around them, then the mood of Vrindavan it permeates all around them. And then you feel like you're also in Vraj when you're with the sadhus. That's really where Vraj is. Like Srila Bhaktivedanta Bharati Goswami Maharaj would always quote this verse of Mahaprabhu talking about Sarup Damodar. Even though Swarup Damodar never went to Vrindavan, he says that you are Shuddha Vrajavasi. You are a pure Vrajavasi. And but you feel like that when you're in the presence of a pure devotee, you are in the Dham. So I will never go to holy places where there are no Vaishnavas. What is the point of walking to far off lands? Wherever the Vaishnavas are, is Vrindavan. Jatai, oh, that's the verse. Jatai Vaishnavagan, she sthane Vrindavan, she sthane Ananda Ashesh. In that place, the bliss is endless. Where there's devotion to Krishna, salvation herself is a maidservant. The water is the celestial Ganga. The mountains are Govardhan. The land is Vrindavan. And the Lord's pleasure potency is automatically present. Bhaktivinoda has said, what fruit do I gain by wandering elsewhere? To serve the Vaishnavas is my pledge. So, okay, I wanted to read this thing. It's not too long. Well, do you mind if I go just a little bit over time? There's because also this prasad, because this song says, what is it? Or maybe we should go through it tomorrow. Yeah, maybe we'll go through it tomorrow when there's more time. Then I don't need to rush. Um, yeah, I need to be respectful of everyone's time also.
Do
But
it now.
do it
Do it
now?
now.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. I'll just go through it now. There's this. So in this verse here, it says, "Aichana dina jan kahi nahi milai." Um, Nowhere will you encounter anyone as pitiful as me. So please give me your prasad. Tuwā more koro prasad. And then he says, Tuwā jana sange, in the company of your devotees, immersed in the joy of Hari Katha, I may relinquish my faults. And so there's an article by Srila Vamana Goswami Maharaj where he talks about real prasad is the katha of devotees. And he's saying these three things here. Prasad, jana sange, kata range, right? So there's an article that's like fits really perfectly with this verse. I have to find it though. What is it called? It's called the mercy of, um, shoot. Wait. Okay, let's just look in Raise of the Harmonists. Let's see if I can find it. I think, um, no, it would probably be, I'm guessing it's in 2000. Is it this one? No, here it is. The Mercy of Shri Guru and Gaudiya. This is it. So it's in Kartik 2007, Raise of the Harmonist. Oops, what did I do? Here, this issue. Okay, so Srila Vamana Goswami Maharaj explains the meaning of the fourth verse of Guru Vashtakam. He says, the fourth verse of Guru Vashtakam, composed by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, says, Chatur Vidashi Bhagavat Prasada Swadvana Triptan Hari Bhakta Sanghan. There is a poetic translation of this Ashtakam written in Bengali. Charva Chushaleya, this is written by Srila Bhakti Vivek Bharati Goswami Maharaj. Charva Chushaleya Peya Rasamoy, Prasadana Krishner Ati Swadu Hoy, Bhakta Ashvadane Nijatripta Roy, Vandi Shei Gurur Charana Kamal. So it means the four kinds of foodstuffs which are chewed, sucked, licked, and drunk are filled with ras. They are rasamoy. Rasamoy. When these foodstuffs are accepted by Krishna and become his prasad, they become exceedingly tasteful. Shri Guru always becomes satisfied by making the devotees relish such prasad. I adore the lotus feet of such a Guru. So through one special elucidation on this verse, we learn that Shri Gurudev attains supreme satisfaction, Nija Triptaroy, when by making the multitudes of Hari Bhaktas who are completely free from anarthas relish one of the four types of Bhagavad Ras, right? He says Rasamoy. So this prasad is rasamoy, is filled with ras. So Guru feels satisfaction, Nija Tripta Roy feels satisfaction when he makes the devotees relish one of these four kinds of ras. That's dasya, sakhya, vatsalya, or madhur, according to their own moods of service in their eternally perfected forms, their surup siddha seva bhav. So let the lotus feet of such a guru be the sole object of our adoration. So that's a deeper meaning of the fourth verse of Guru Vashtakam. Therefore, today we hold the merciful lotus feet of Sri Guru on our heads, and according to his orders and directions, within our hearts, we nourish the hope of distributing many varieties of Mahaprasad from the festival of the Gaudiya. The festival of the Gaudiya is the Gaudiya magazine, the monthly magazine, the Gaudiya Patrika. A festival that brings about the meeting of Vishai and Ashrai. In this festival of the Gaudiya, this transcendental magazine, it brings together the Vishai and the Ashrai. And now he's the object of love, the Lord, and the Ashray, the abode of love, the devotee. So how does this Gaudiya bring about this meeting? We do not know how successful we will be in accomplishing the heavy responsibility, the Guru Daitva, of distributing such Mahaprasad. Right? Bhagavat Prasado, Chaturvidashri, Bhagavat Prasado, Swadhana Triptan. So how will we have accomplished this heavy responsibility of distributing this Bhagavat Prasad? Still, we maintain great hope and firm faith within our hearts that by the mercy of Sadguru, a layman can traverse mountains and a dumb man can become qualified to perform Krishna Kirtan. It is an extremely difficult task to distribute this Mahaprasad. Sri Mahaprasad, Govinda, and Sri Nam and the Vaishnavas are all transcendental. But for those who have a very few pious credits, Swalpa Punyavan, sufficient intelligence to realize this has not arisen. That's a translation of Mahaprasade Govinde Namar Brahmani Vaishnave Swalpa Punyavatam Rajan Vishvaso Navajayate, right? Which we recite before we take prasad every day. So therefore, the Hari Bhakti Vilas, the law book for Vaishnavas, the Vaishnav Smriti, enjoins that because smartas are absorbed in gross reward-seeking activity, they should be deceived by offering them some worldly thing instead of offering them Mahaprasad. Shri Gaudiya Patrika is actually Vaishnav. So Mahaprasade Govinde, these transcendental literatures, they're also Vaishnav. This Gaudiya Patrika is all actually Vaishnav. Therefore, the other three, Sri Mahaprasad, Govinda, and Sri Nam, are all contained within it. By the mercy of Guru and Vaishnavas, we are merely engaged as its distributors. That is indeed our seva. And there are a couple footnotes here earlier on. It says that Sri Guru is only satisfied when he successfully makes the devotees relish the nectar of serving Lord Hari giving out prasad. And then the general meaning of Mahaprasad is remnants of foodstuffs offered to Shri Krishna. However, in the festival of the Gaudiya, distribution of Mahaprasad refers to the broadcasting in the form of Harikatha and Kirtan, the glories of the pastimes, wherein Vishai relishes the service moods, the seva bhav of the ashray in one of the four rasas. This is how the word Mahaprasad should be interpreted throughout this article. Okay, so now, so Shrimati Vrishabhanu Nandini and those in her Anugatya are the cooks of the bhog. Although time, place, and circumstance are not considered when distributing Mahaprasad, it is still prohibited to distribute it to faithless people. We have the story of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, right? When he receives Mahaprasad and without doing any of his morning ablutions or anything, chanting his whatever, he immediately ate the prasad when Mahaprabhu gave it to him, right? Because time, place, and circumstance are not considered when distributing the Mahaprasad, but we should not distribute it to faithless persons. Clear proof of this is found in Srimad Bhagavad Gita 1867. Idante nata paskaya. You should never explain the essence of this Gita Shastra to anyone whose senses are uncontrolled, who is a non-devotee, who is devoid of a serving mood, or who is envious of me. We do not deserve any credit in the matter of distributing Mahaprasad. The sole credit goes to the one who cooks the bhog. And who's that? Who's the one who cooks the bhog? There's a footnote here. Just as the use of the word Mahaprasad throughout this article has a dual meaning, similarly, although bhog generally refers to unoffered foodstuffs, its use here also indicates the jivas who are gradually being prepared to serve Sri Krishna. So the jivas are the bhog. So, I mean, it has a dual meaning. So, so the sole credit goes to the one who cooks the bhog, to the one who offers the bhog, and to the enjoyer of that bhog, and to his merciful remnants, Sri Mahaprasad. And so then there's another footnote here. So Srimati Radhika cooks the bhog. Associates such as Mother Yashoda offer it. And Bhagavan Sri Krishna himself enjoys it. So now, Sri Lakshmi Priya and Vishnu Priya cook bhog for Sri Gauranga. And Srimati Radharani cooks bhog for Sri Vinod Bihari. Sri Radhika fulfills Sri Krishna's manobhishta, his deepest heart's desire. The preparations of grains and other ingredients that are cooked by her are the only preparations Sri Krishna enjoys. And only the prasad, or remnants he leaves after enjoying them, is exceedingly dear to her and is truly cherished by her. Her friends, Lalita and the other Sakis, have full right to her remnants. And there's another footnote. So Srimati Radhika prepares many different arrangements in different rasas for Sri Krishna's satisfaction. When he relishes them, she becomes satisfied. And in turn, her satisfaction causes her friends like Lalita Saki to become fully satisfied. This is all explained in the Bhog Arati song, right? What is it? How does that verse go? Mani Mani Sukhi Radha Krishna Gunagai. Anyways, Srimati Radhika eats the remnants of Krishna, and the Sakis become exceedingly happy and glorify Radha and Krishna. So, Lalita and all the other Sakis. So, Sri Guru Parma, who is the best among the followers of Sri Rupa Goswami, becomes completely satisfied by causing the jivas to taste that Mahaprasad in accordance with their respective qualifications in a particular ras. After Sri Krishna's remnants, after Krishna's Mahaprasad are tasted by the Bhakta, they are celebrated by the name Mahaprasad. This is explained in Chaitanya Charitamrita, right? Mahaprasad. These remnants bear unlimited potency. The fully ripened nectarian fruit of the desire tree of Vedic literatures, Srimad Bhagavatam, emanated from the lips of Sri Shuka. And when it comes into contact with the lips of those in our Sri Rupanuga Guru Varga, it becomes sweeter than the sweetest. This is like an explanation of the Mahaprasad. This is an explanation also of the third verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, Nigama Kalpa Gator Galitam Padam, right? And there's a footnote here. It says, in this context, Mahaprasad indicates that when any Rupanuga devotee relishes within his heart the descriptions of Sri Krishna's Leela from Srimad Bhagavatam, which are the Mahaprasad of Sri Shuka, then when he explains them to others, they become even more sweet and potent. That's Mahaprasad. So hearing the Mahaprasad of Shukadev Goswami is the Mahaprasad. So explanations of Srimad Bhagavatam by Acharyas. So we nourish the longing to become so blessed as to be distributors of that eternal sublime substance, that Mahaprasad. We just want to become distributors of that Mahaprasad. And there's a footnote here. The Mahaprasad being referred to here as the eternal sublime substance is the devotees' descriptions of Sri Krishna's pastimes, as well as their descriptions of his own words and instructions. Okay, that was clear already. Therefore, without being in the Anugatya, the shelter and guidance of Srimati Radha Thakurani, who cooks the bhog, as well as in the Anugatya of her followers, like Varshabhanavi Daita Das, that's Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, who is Shri Radhika's Nayana Mani Manjari, and he who is celebrated by the name Kriti Ratna, that's our Srila Bhaktivedanta Keshav Goswami Maharaj, who is Vinod Manjari, we will never become qualified to be a maidservant, assisting her in the service of cooking the bhog and distributing Mahaprasad. This is the indisputable truth. Without anugatya, the influence of adverse activities while preparing the bhog will result in a burnt lump of food. We need her anugatya to be able to cook the bhog. Otherwise, all we'll do is make a burnt lump of food. This is comparable to the gross fruits of the smarta's activities, karma. Such endeavors do not produce the fruits of real seva. They will just invite seva aparad. So a hope to obtain service to Sri Patrika, an expression of gratitude to those who are serving it. Anyways, I convey my due respects and gratitude to the readers and subscribers of Shri Patrika, to those who approve of it, to those who render any type of service to it, and to those who act as instructors and advisors in producing it. Finally, praying for the mercy and blessings of Shri Guru Gauranga, Radha Vinod Bihariju, Shri Lakshmi Varaha Nrsingadev, Shri Radha Giridhari, and Shri Girirajju, I conclude these statements about the present year of Shri Patrika. That was the at the beginning of each year of Gaudiya Patrika, he'd write a little thing like that. So this is for one year. I forgot which year, but yeah. Jai. So that's the prasad that we're praying for. And that's what Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he says, please give me your prasad. And what is that? Tuwa janasange, tuwa katarange, charahu sakala paramad. So that's our program for today. Thank you for letting me go way over time. I'll just do a quick Mahamantra and then end. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. जय श्री सच्चिनंदन गौर हरि की जय, श्री श्री राधा विनोद बिहारी जू की जय, जय श्री गुरुदेव की जय, जय श्री परम गुरुदेव की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, श्री रूपानु गौरिय गुरु वर्ग की जय, स्वपार्षद श्री गौर नित्यानंद गान की जय, श्री गिरिराज महाराज की जय, श्री तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की जय, अभिन्न वृंदावन श्री नवदीप धाम की जय. The devotees who make the dham for us ki jai, jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. All these songs of Srila Satchidananda Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai. All of our acharyas and all the devotees in this current of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai. जय श्री हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, समागत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय, श्रीनिताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि वो वृंदाय तुलसी देवाय प्रियाय केशवाचार्य कृष्ण भक्ति प्रद देवी सत्यवताय नमो नमः. वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. दंडवत प्रणाम इंद्री हरि प्रभु, भवतारिणी माताजी, चंपक माताजी, दीपिका दीदी, अनादि कृष्ण प्रभु. And let's see on YouTube and Facebook, who is there? And thank you for staying all the way till the end. I know I went way over time today. Premavati Didi, Rohini Nandan Prabhu, Krishna Mai Didi, Vangsiwala Prabhu, Neela Didi, and Dasharath Nanda Prabhu, and all the other devotees. I'm guessing Raseshwari Mataji and Indira Mataji are there, and everybody else. If you write a comment, I'll see your name. Also pranams to all devotees watching in the future, like Shachi Devi, Jai Devi Prabhu, Krishna Vallabha Didi, Ananda Pradayani Didi, Anuradha Mataji, Vrinda Didi, Madan Gopal Prabhu, and everybody else. Dandavat pranams. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you all tomorrow. I think tomorrow will be the first day of Atma Nivedan. I think we've now gone through all the songs of Dainya, of humility. But I could be wrong, but I think we are done. Yeah, so we'll see. All right. Is there anything anybody wants to mention before I end the stream for today?